What's up, everybody? Jay Screw, Movies, Music, Sports, and Life, and just wanted to give a quick review on Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1. Um, I feel like the whole adult sex scene starts with a O, ends with a I, a Y, RG, four-letter word. I feel like it's completely unnecessary. Um, it's not funny. I feel like it just in my opinion, I feel like Peacemaker is a little bit too late to try to act like The Boys on Amazon. Like you already had a full season. If you were gonna be The Boys with just super outrageous violence, super outrageous sex, you should have did it in season one. But if you try to do it in season two, I feel like you're being a copycat or derivative. Just no originality. But besides that, Peacemaker was good. Um, I think they do a good job of showing Chris's his insecurity, cause not only is he a superhero, you know, um, but if he wasn't a superhero, we still see John Cena. We still see a big, muscle bound man. So the fact that he has these insecurities makes him relatable, and it doesn't come off as whiny. You know. So I just think the writing and the acting is always very good in that sense. That it's is very believable. Um, then with his co-stars, I think they all have good chemistry. Amanda Waller's daughter, Adebayo, is good. So I guess she broke up with her girlfriend, and they don't give us a lot of backstory on that. Um, she seemed like she was a good friend to Chris in season one, but based on episode ones, it seems like they're even closer. So that's really cool. Um, you know what? I'll just get straight to the big spoiler part. You know, the part that you want to hear about. How did they address the continuity or attaching this to the DC universe instead of DC extended universe, DC EU. So at the end of season one, you have the shadows of the Flash and Aquaman. Um, and I think Superman. Yeah, it was Superman, Aquaman, and Superman, Aquaman, and the Flash, I believe. Superman, Aquaman, and the Flash. Um, but in this scenario, it was Hawk Girl, Green Lantern guy. I forgot guy's last name. Supergirl and Superman. So they basically just reimagined that and just inserted the recent characters that we've grown to know from the Superman movie that James Gunn did. But the other thing is, I guess before he died, his dad had these portals. Now, I just thought his dad was just good at making high tech helmets for him, but apparently he knows something about um, the multiverses. So there's portals that he could just go through at any time. And I can't remember if it was by mistake, but he goes into a portal that has a parallel universe where his brother is still alive, his dad is still alive, and apparently, as depressed as he is in his universe, in this universe he is just praised and adored, and he loves that. So, unfortunately, he's at his own apartment. In that universe's Peacemaker just ups the you know what on him, and it starts a fight and a chase. So our Chris is desperately trying to tell this universe's Chris that I don't mean any trouble. I just want to talk. This is what happened. But the other Chris isn't trying to hear that. The other Peacemaker, like you're gonna die. And he pulls the sword out of the glove, and I guess there's a button on the suit that propels you in the air. And Chris was smart enough to touch it. And the other universe, Chris went up and went up straight through a spike and got impaled. So that's how we're going to have only one Peacemaker now and not two from two different universes. But it still doesn't explain how, for the rest of these episodes, how how is that Peacemaker's death going to be explained? Or is it a situation where they're not going to explain it, but Chris is going to try to jump back and forth between both universes and act like everything is okay? Like, wouldn't that be weird if he chose to do that? But we'll have to see what he tries. But a good start to season 2. I hope the rest of y'all enjoyed it the same way that I did. And just let me know in the comments. That's the big question. How is this Peacemaker Chris going to reconcile that he accidentally killed the other one this season? How do you think he's going to go about that? Let me know in the comments.